Thank you very much for giving us this possibility to have just a couple of questions. And the first question is, who will be responsible for mother language after you?
Well, thank you very much for the question and for the honor of actually speaking to your listeners. The new special rapporteur, there is a new special rapporteur on minority issues. He is Professor Nicolas Levrat from Switzerland, from Geneva. And his mandate covers, as mine did, linguistic minorities. We have in this mandate already documents in relation to education in the language of minorities. So as a new special rapporteur, he will also have the responsibility to look at the human rights of linguistic minorities, including in their own language in education. So it will be him, the main
Will it be a new policy, or will that go the way that it was already?
It should go in the way that it was already, because it's not only policy. The issue of education in the language of minorities or mother tongue education is actually a human rights issue. So the human rights standards, especially the prohibition of discrimination in education, provides the pillar, if you will, around which we develop what should be the treatment of linguistic minorities in education. So as a special rapporteur, he applies also human rights standards in the area of education. It also includes, in some cases, teaching the minority language. So we won't change significantly.
Oh, that would be great. My second question is about the Azerbaijanis who live in Iran. They are very hopeful that one day they will get the possibility to have education in their mother language at school. What is your message to them?
As much as possible, they have to bring this issue in international forums, including this one in Geneva on minorities, but also in other meetings such as with the Human Rights Committee, the United Nations and other UN institutions. They have to keep up bringing this issue so that the international community, the United Nations, is aware of the problems.
Actual situation.
The situation, and that you have an international attention on this situation, but also pressure, increasing pressure because of the international attention on this specific area. So you have to use whatever methods are useful, and that includes using the United Nations and others to raise the visibility of this issue in the hope that there might be pressure which might lead to some change in government policies.
Great. And my last question is about English language. Some people say, or even they believe, that with mastering English language, there is a threat against small linguistic minorities. What is your message?
One should not exclude the other. I think the problem in some countries and some governments actually give the option, either you study English or you study your minority language. This is the wrong option. It should never be one against the other. In fact, there are many studies that show that learning more than one language actually develops your brain better, cognitive and learning abilities. So it should never be one opposed to the other. You can combine the both without having this kind of conflict.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you for the honor.
Thank you very much.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.